What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Italian Football TV. The Serie A finally came back.
After 2 weeks.
I know, we got bored.
It was
a lot of transfer market news.
It was hard, yeah. But
and
good thing the Mercato was there. We would have probably been dead.
Yeah, we're dead, bro. Not dead. But what did happen is I saw so many tired legs because we had a lot of boring games. First boring game, one of the most boring matches I've seen in years. Juventus against Genoa. They won 1-0. But I was like falling asleep during the match.
That was hard. Genoa did not. I think they had that one chance with the ball the whole 90 minutes. Dude. I was falling asleep. Allegri was even screaming after the game. He was mad. Everyone was mad.
Perin got a yellow card for wasting time when Genoa was losing 1-0. If this is not a reason why Serie A needs to cut down to 17 or 18 teams, just show this footage and say, this is why we need to cut down teams. It gives Genoa no incentive because they know they're not going to get sent down to Serie B.
Yeah.
Honestly, super boring match. And then after the match is like where all the controversy came in. Because even Juve fans were kind of annoyed. They're like, Juve was holding a 1-0 lead the whole match. They didn't try to attack. Like, Douglas Costa was exciting, but it seemed like everyone else wasn't. So Allegri after the game said, I like when people say that we don't play beautiful football. I believe that the only thing that matters is to score goals and win games, nothing else. We spoke about this a lot. We put it on our Instagram. We said, what matters more, winning games or not winning games?
¿Por qué no las dos?
I think Allegri has a point. He does have a point. Maybe it is boring, but if you're a Juve fan, you're like, yo, you're winning, so are you really going to be bored?
At the end of the day, yeah, I think winning matters. Because in 5 years, when you see that match, all it's on the score sheet if Juve won or not.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I think so, too.
Who's the quote that said, go to circus if you want entertainment?
Conte.
Was it Conte?
Conte, yeah.
That was a funny quote.
But let me ask you something. What is entertainment? To you, maybe entertainment is attacking football. To someone else, especially an Italian, defending is attacking or winning is entertainment.
I mean, the Premier League, I guess, is entertaining, but they concede 10 goals a game.
That's a little bit too much. Anyway, yo, another boring game. Inter Roma. That one, fuck it. Alisson.
That was boring, but it had some controversy.
Alisson is Jesus.
Alisson is a beast. We knew this when Szczesny was there, whatever. He was first at Roma.
He completely saved
Roma.
Alisson
was good.
Completely.
Alisson, he's good. And
him, the post, and Santon. Because
Santon deactivated his Instagram account because all the hate he got for El Shaarawy's first goal.
He shouldn't have done that because it's like you lost. You accepted that you lost. Santon messed up. And we know that the fullbacks at Inter have been a problem for so long. Yeah. They don't fix the problem. So obviously this is going to happen. And it was a weird match because, like I said, Alisson, the post, and Santon were the things that were like really beating up Inter.
Bruno Perez, dude. Are you kidding me? Dude, he can't even defend. If you look back on that goal that Inter scored, he just stood there, left them wide open. He's not a good love.
Inter have a problem, right? This is 6 straight Serie A games that they haven't won. They are lacking, I still think, in the final third. And they're not targeting it on the transfer market. They need that guy between the midfield, that final third of the pitch, can give that final ball to Icardi. I think it's missing. That's what's missing.
They did get Rafinha, so maybe it helps out a little bit. He has a lot of experience. Maybe he's a little bit more organized. I think he's going to help a lot.
Speaking about being careful, Roma need to be careful with selling Dzeko because we know Dzeko is likely to go right now.
I think it's going to happen.
He's packing his sister's bags.
I'm not that scared with Dzeko in the future, at least. But they're not going to have anyone for Champions League. They finished first in the group with Atletico and Chelsea.
And they're struggling to score.
And they can't put Sheik there.
Struggling to score.
Sheik's not playing good. He's playing as a right wing. Now they're going to shift him as a striker. Plus, Emerson Palmieri, he's such a good talent. And he's going to go too. What if he switches allegiance and he becomes Brazilian after that? That's what I'm scared about.
Listen, I agree with what Cambiaso said. He said it perfectly. He said, for a team that really wants to compete and win, you do not sell your starting striker in January. But I get the business side. You don't sell in January. Roma are struggling to score goals.
But what happens if he wants to go? You're not going to say no.
You convince him not to. What are you going to do? Go do at Chelsea?
But then again, listen, if he does go to Chelsea, he's cup tied, so he can't play in the Champions League.
But listen, in June,
they're hoping to throw Sheik there and do the best. Let's be honest.
Listen, in June, you say, okay, I spent $14 million to buy Dzeko. At 32, I'm going to make money, right?
Yeah.
But you're going to buy someone even better. Forget Sturridge. Forget these guys. In January, you're not going to sign anyone. Another game that was also kind of boring, but at least like a little bit, but might be the most important game of the season, you could argue. Napoli-Atalanta, 1-0 win for Napoli, who grinded out this win. Super controversy in this one.
Not as bad as the Juve-Genoa game. A little bit boring.
It was a little bit boring.
But Napoli,
Atalanta, because Atalanta are that tough team to play where you never want to play them. They cause everybody problems.
Playing at Bergamo, and you think, after 2 weeks of not playing Calcio, maybe Napoli will slip up, but this was very important for them because a 1-0 win away to Atalanta is Absolutely huge.
First of all, Insigne versus Sarri is a real talking point in this one.
That's right.
Because
He
Insigne was
subbed him
subbed off
early,
like
right?
75th minute. And then there was video of Insigne complaining to Sarri saying, why'd you take me off? And then Sarri, like a boss, told him to go sit down and shut your mouth. And I am Team Sarri on this one. I think Insigne is wrong for doing this. And I know we already disagreed off camera about this. Listen, Insigne needs to shut his mouth. I agreed when he was on the bench in the San Siro with Ventura, screw Ventura. But listen, what are you getting mad for? You got to let somebody else play. If the coach decides to take you off, you accept it. You do not talk back to him. And Sarri has every right to tell him to shut up. But on the
You shouldn't say that.
Yes, you should. Why not?
Your coach telling a player to shut up?
Listen.
Are you kidding me?
We're gonna push
You
all
can
this
tell them
controversy
from
aside.
you can tell them from Napoli, but just arguing like that.
Sarri, after the match, said, we do this 3 to 4 times a week during training, and you guys don't see it. That is the most Italian thing ever. If you come from an Italian family, you know how much you argue with your family members. A football team is like a family, and a lot of people are trying to make this a bigger storyline than it actually is. And also the offsides with Mertens, where if he trimmed his toenails, he would have been onside.
Listen, technically it was offside, but so slightly.
Yeah.
But then again, we do have VAR, so I know why everyone's complaining.
That's what Gasperini said. Gasperini said, without VAR, I could accept this call. With VAR, it's tough to accept. And I feel his pain. But let me just say something real quick. I understand that it's a wrong call, right? And I'm not saying it's okay to have that call. It was super slight. They do need to look at VAR. We're not going to repeat ourselves and keep saying this. Yeah. But just understand that, in my opinion, no team is favored, but the bigger teams are favored with the referees.
Maybe a little
I don't think that this is not a call that it's favored. I think it's just a mistake that we still need to
accept. But then again, Hamsik scored a goal towards the end that was ruled offside, which was kind of questionable too. So at the end of the day, Napoli did, I guess, deserve the 3 points.
Let us know all the controversy. Tell us what you think about it. Milan, bro, Milan, you guys, you did really good. Kessie the Tank freaking ran over everyone in this game.
They're scraping those points though, huh? They're doing it ugly, but they're doing. There's 2 red cards in this.
Easy team.
Definitely not, especially at home. Barella scored the first goal. He's 20 years old, this guy, and he said he wants to become like Zola. He wants to be a legend for Cagliari, which is insane.
First of all, Kessie, the mentality afterwards to say, I'm not happy with what I'm doing right now. I need to get even better. For a 21-year-old, you're already winning. If you got that mentality, you were going to go on to do something big with the talent that he has. Other hand, that we need to say, Kalinic, give him respect for what he did in this match. He did a lot to hold the ball up.
He did a lot of dirty work.
And Gattuso's team is getting the points done. Cagliari is an underrated match. They caused problems in Cagliari. This is not an easy one. It wasn't a simple one. Milan got the job done, and respect to them. And also, we are giving our shout out to the Milan Club of Toronto.
I didn't even know you did that. That was a nice little pull.
Let's see, is it right? Yes, they sent us this scarf. So perfect match.
Thanks, guys. It's a beautiful scarf, right?
Beautiful. It actually is super high quality.
Mark, you want to wear it?
Milan, no, I'm not going to wear it. You wear it here. Put it on. Put it around your neck. Milan Club Toronto, thank you guys so much for sending us that. Perfect way to get it because another win. And it looks like there's a lot of positives for Milan going through. Oh, another game that we got to talk about real quick. Lazio put 5 past Chievo Verona, and Immobile wasn't even on the score sheet. And I'm going to add, Milinkovic-Savic has more goals than Ronaldo this season.
that is
7 goals for a midfielder.
Lazio have the most goals in the Serie A, 53 goals. These guys are so exciting to watch. I feel like not a lot of people talk about Lazio. Last season they had a great season. We all thought they were going to dip.
Lazio. I think they're going 15th place.
But no, they are not stopping. Bro, hopefully Savic stays. He continues because I'm loving Lazio.
I need to say something, and I know you didn't realize this at first. Lazio are in 3rd place with a game in hand. It is absolutely brilliant.
Jump on the Inzaghi train now, or there's not going to be any room next season.
And the top goal scorer in Italy didn't even get a goal on the
That says everything right there.
Beautiful, beautiful. All they do, not win 1-0. Let's win 5-0, 5-1.
Now that's entertaining football. Yo, tell Allegri about that one.
As great as this is, one little dip that I do see, and I don't want to be the negative guy because we're praising them. The gap between 2nd and 3rd place is going
huge.
A lot. It's like 10 points.
It's 10 points, but they still have a game in hand. But still,
okay, but even 7 points.
It is.
Yo, we need to keep that going.
Inter really messed up. They're messing up the Scudetto race, making it interesting for the foreign players.
But it's got to be that. It's got to go higher. Either way,
still better than the rest of the leagues, though. But still.
Anyway, talking about a lot of goals. Fabio Quagliarella bagged in 3 goals against Fiorentina. Sampdoria are back to winning ways. Against Fiorentina, Fabio Quagliarella, who turns 35 at the end of the month, has 15 goals in the Serie A. He's the 3rd highest goal scorer this season.
Fabio scoring goals like age doesn't matter. Like it's just a number. He's unbelievable. You think he goes to Sampdoria, you know, he just chills, scores a couple goals a season. He's contending for the Capocanoniere right now, and I'm loving every bit of it. Sampdoria,
love it.
had a rough patch, but now they're back on form, and I'm loving this form.
Fiorentina, wake the up. Honestly, Fiorentina, you got to do better than this. Not acceptable. Another team who is completely unacceptable. Benevento, 3-0 loss to Bologna. Benevento, so Cicciretti. We didn't get to talk about it. We mentioned it in our transfer news. What a joke. I am not supporting Benevento anymore. I want them sold. I want them down. It's like, let me give you an analogy. Imagine the outburst if Cristiano Ronaldo was sold to second division in Spain.
I get it.
It's relatable.
But apparently they have a deal that he's going to go to Napoli in June. So maybe he did this for his future. And we're talking about the Bologna game. Gemelli scored just 2 days after coming to the country, leaving Montreal Impact. He was on loan from there. So he goes to Bologna. He scores the third goal. What an applause, right? Playing at Bologna at their home.
One thing I want to say. Most touching video I saw in a while. After the match, Bologna posted this video of their owner, Joey Saputo, who also owns Montreal Impact. After the game, giving a handshake and giving a hug to every single player, all the players he has. This is the difference between Serie A and other leagues. We might not have the smartest businessmen, right, in Italy. They don't make the best decisions, but we have that passion and that hunger, and I think that we need to keep building off of that. While the business matters, this is really different. I love seeing this. More of this in the Serie A, and it was a weird weekend because I think a lot of tired legs, not the most entertaining, but still so many talking points. Guys, down below in the comments, jump in. Let us know what your most exciting part of this round was. What are your thoughts? Let us know. And as always, we'll talk to you soon.
Ciao guys. It's not the more when they do the DNA test, you are not the. And
the guy goes crazy. Yeah, that's a good moment.
I don't know why he's like, what the fuck am I gonna do now?
What happened?
Why did you just turn into pterodactyl?